some more details on whether or not the Avengers movie will indeed be split into two parts and why it could happen. And Dr. Doom. Rumor is that they want Dr. Doom to keep coming back way after Secret Wars. Some news on F1, some news on Dune Part 3. A lot of stuff to discuss with myself and Steph Sabra. And how about my new means of transportation? We'll discuss that too. So that and more on the show here today with myself and Steph Sabra. And can Steph Sabra win her third solo victory in a row since she hasn't been on solo in a bit? We'll see. And I have a question for all of you.
Did you shit in there?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. It's Thursday. Joining me back on the show, Steph Sabra is here.
Hello.
How are you, Steph, and how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. Very good.
Okay.
Yep.
I always have to ask.
I know you never know. You never know. Every hour is different.
Always ask.
Thank you.
It's funny. There was a reaction that we did. I think it was for Predator Badlands that we just did, and somebody said, "Hey, just want to ask this. Picking up on something. Steph pregnant?" I think if the guy's name was Gerald, I don't know what it was, but I said, "That's what I like about you, Gerald. You catch on quick."
I wonder what I was giving off other than a massive stomach.
Let me ask you a question, because did you notice in my intro I talked about my new means of transportation?
Yes. I've been waiting to ask.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you about it because I was yesterday. I did a reaction to Wuthering Heights, out of the theater reaction to Wuthering Heights, which
I am so curious about your reaction to that. Actually,
so I can't give a review. I just give my
Okay.
initial thoughts. You're looking forward to this very much, all right?
yes, and
Right.
I'm glad I'm not I don't remember the book, so I know some people are really pissed who are the book lovers.
Oh, because they changed stuff up.
They changed like the most very important things, but
Oh,
I don't know.
Me either.
So I'm just like, this looks
know nothing.
sexy.
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
Okay.
I will tell you that they're despicable characters. Despicable. they're just not likable people. But their chemistry is incredible, and it's more about just this love that you love who you love, and you can't do anything about it. That's kind of the point of it. It's a beautiful movie overall. Not the point though. You can watch my out of the theater reaction if you want on that one. So I get there. I haven't gone to the city in a little bit. So I decided I'm going to go to the city. I want to see this one. Jacob Elordi, up and coming, kind of big star. Margot Robbie, one of the biggest stars that there are. Classic story that people, and Valentine couldn't pick a better time for this to come out, right around Valentine's Day. So I've been doing it. I'm gonna go back, and I got to the city pretty quick. I posted a picture yesterday. I had 2 slices from my favorite pizza place in Long Island. I sat down and I had really good food. I'm like, okay, feeling good. And so I go to the screening. It's a nice screening. It's a longer movie. It's like 220, whatever it might be. So head outside, do my out of the theater reaction. I post it, and I didn't really look at the comments until this morning. So this morning I started seeing, I said, "Is like, why is Kristian doing delivery now? Kristian's doing delivery now. Kristian's doing this. Like, what is that? How you keep your hands warm when you do that? Why'd you get a bike? You have a new bike?" I'm like, what the hell are people talking about? And every other comment is about my bike.
Okay. Oh my God, that's hysterical.
The fucking best is what that is.
Wait, what the hell is going on?
I have no idea on so many different levels that I am clueless about what's happening in this picture as I'm doing this. And what's going on? The toilet paper on the side is the best. It's the best.
That's the funniest background
ever. And so I didn't, and the fact that it's people
that you didn't notice that.
I had no clue.
Dude, honestly, what do you think it's for? Like, do you think it's to TP the street so he bikes and then it like
I think it's to warm his hands.
But toilet paper is so weak.
Maybe so. I'm just giving you the answer. I'm not telling you that it was a good decision. But either way, I mean, it was so good. Wait, someone's asking me this. These are on already. PLD's been posting them when they come
Yeah,
out.
I've been seeing them.
This Kirsten, they're already back, right? PLD, don't make me come after you, PLD.
Oh, I've been seeing the night ones. I think.
Wait, the GOT watch-alongs. I'm asking. They should be back. I mean, yeah, they're supposed to go up like the morning of that we're releasing them. So he should. They're not up. Come on, PLD.
Uh-oh.
PLD's. Come on. All right, yell at PLD for that one because that's supposed to be up already. So yell at him. But we'll get him up. We'll get him close. We're trying to put him out. We put them out too early last time, and the reason why, and I think that they kind of hurt the overall views on the main ones. So we were trying to put the watch-alongs out about a day before when they came out, to give you guys early access still. But I don't know what happened. Anyway, so
That's hysterical.
it's the best.
The fact that you didn't notice, that's like, it looks like it's like you AI'd that in.
And it's just so out of place on so many different levels. Like that, if you see that, if that building is just like really, it's like a really nice building. It's just that's just out of place. That thing.
Wonder if they were like an Uber delivery.
Maybe so.
I have so many questions.
Where is this one? I want to make sure. We should always for the ones. I want to make sure for the ones that I have for me and you. I want to make sure that I put it closer because anytime I show a picture, where the hell is it? Hold on, it's somewhere. Oh, John and Steph, John and Kristian. Too many lower thirds. Way too many. There it is.
You have too many friends, man.
I know. I'll put it right there. Perfect. Okay. So other things happened. I guess Luke's gonna. I don't know if PLD's sleeping or not, but Luke's is gonna put. I don't say that. I don't say that. He works late. So
Okay.
he sleeps. It's not like what is he gonna do? He's probably
Is
sleeping.
that like such a soprano?
No. What's he doing? He's probably sleeping right now. No, he's sleeping because he's working. But
yeah.
But yeah, that's supposed to. We should schedule those out. We know that those should go out at least a day before we're gonna put them out.
Are those doing well for the channel? I feel like they would be.
The Game of Thrones ones or the watch-alongs or both?
Both.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when it comes to movies themselves, you hold to a higher standard of as far as views. But when you're doing a full series, when they're doing consistently 20 to 30,000 views a piece,
that's great.
Then it's doing pretty good. Yeah.
Are you cutting like the big scenes, like the red wedding for TikTok and Reels and stuff?
So the answer is we did the Ned Stark one. I don't have a social media person. Luke is pretty busy and Luke handles a lot of stuff. We talked about it yesterday. He tries to get as many shorts up as he can, but he guy runs his own channel too.
Right.
So I've had a social media person, I've had a shorts person, but for the problem with shorts is that they don't like if I hire a video editor for reactions, if they do well, I can cover both the cost of the editor and the person that I'm paying to watch the video. So if you and I do Badlands and it does well, I can cover you, I can cover the editor. And if it doesn't, then I cover it with another video that does. Shorts, they could do 2 million views. I'm still not able to cover a sandwich.
Until the channel would be like massive.
Yeah, but shorts don't pay.
I thought they do if they could.
You could look, even for I'm looking, I'll tell you right now, I have no problem doing this. If I look at like short that we did, and we can do, let's see, views. I don't know. Let's see. I think that I had 12 million views on one short.
Okay.
And let me see. I tell you right now how what you can do on a short like that. Let's so there was if I look at, and it's very rare. So you look at we'll do 13 million views for this Deadpool one. If I can, shit, can I even get to the? I'll look and I'll see, because shorts just don't. They don't. You would
Yeah, I
expect.
feel like it's like an investment. Like you
Yeah,
get it on
that's what I'm saying.
Reels and TikTok, and then you get more viewers, but it's like you have to invest more at first.
Right. I don't know how much. Let's say 13 million views on a 3 to hour long video. You're gonna be doing pretty well for yourself on ads. If you do 13 million views. 13 million views on a short, $700,
Right.
something like
Right.
that.
Right.
Which is crazy. But yes, see, the thing is, shorts do help to expand the reach 100%. The problem is that I have to also find out, like, I had a really good shorts person. Shorts people, they're expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive because it takes a lot of time.
Takes time. They're expensive. And so I don't, if I had to cut, my guy, because I was like, it just wasn't, I don't have that kind of revenue yet to do
Right.
that.
I get that.
But I do need it.
I just will never skip on a red wedding.
I know.
It's like,
If I
but
know,
you could do that.
I know Luke's probably already working on that.
Right. For
Yeah,
like the big moments. Because there's
Yeah. Luke says on a short, 1 million views, you get like $200 on a short, which is crazy. 1 million views on a long form video is a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So look at this. Is that actually him?
Hi.
I don't know if that's really him. I
Is
don't
that
know.
you, John?
I don't know if that's really him or not. Can't tell.
That would be great.
Yeah. See, the thing is, if it was, I would just send him the link, but he'll charge me. So I'm not sending him the link.
He's a businessman.
He is. He won't show up. He won't just do a free spot. I respect it. Anyway, so I think one of the reasons I think that he's probably popping in, because he saw the title, which I don't blame him for, the splitting into 2 movies. And don't worry, Roka, I'm gonna give you the props, and I was planning on giving you props. Roka and Snyder broke this story a while ago, but now it's popping a little bit more about this, about why we're getting the potential 2 movies of the Avengers. So let's get into it. There's a rumor that there's a very high chance Secret Wars is going to be split into 2 parts. And so there's more kind of going into this. And there's a very high chance it was split into 2 parts. This isn't the first time we've heard this. But a new rumor has now presented some fresh intel on Marvel Studios' potential plans for Secret Wars. We've been hearing that Marvel Studios might be planning to split Secret Wars into 2 parts for a while at this stage, but the initial rumor was all but dismissed as speculation. However, several different sources have since backed up the report and seem confident that this is a decision Marvel Disney is leaning towards. I don't think that's speculation at all. Roka and Snyder were talking to people. That it just seems like more maybe Variety or somebody said something. It's like you got to start giving Hot Mike a little bit more credit. Stop it. Now, Alex Perez has weighed in during the last Cosmic Circus Q&A, and he believes there is a very high chance that Secret Wars will ultimately become 2 movies. That's lame that they did that. Secret Wars is scheduled to begin shooting this summer, but Perez has indicated that production could end up being delayed as the project has now entered a conditional start phase. Apparently, this means that Marvel cannot legally film anything for Secret Wars until a new verification of the contract is achieved. In the few instances that this has happened, it's because there's been a massive shift from what the production was originally looking like. For example, like one film now being split into 2 parts. Marvel might well be considering this split, but there's a chance the decision has yet to be finalized. A previous rumor from Daniel Rickman claimed the studio won't make the call until Doomsday hits theaters. This would seem very late in the game to implement such a major shift in plans, but Secret Wars, if it does end up becoming 2 separate films, Perez believes that the trilogy, if it happens, would be extended to the multiverse saga, leading it to conclusion, which would suggest that a potential 3rd movie would necessarily make inroads into the mutant saga. At the end of the day, we can see Marvel giving this some serious thought. Doomsday and Secret Wars are all but guaranteed to succeed at the box office, and 3 surefire hits are better than 2. It's funny. If Roka is still watching, would love to have him just pop on for this segment, so I can. I'd like to see what they heard, because first of all, this is a lot of the stuff that Roka said that he already had reported on. but I want to know if he's heard any more about exactly like why.
Right.
Because this all kind of makes sense in general.
Yeah.
I already texted it to you, John. So if I want to know what else he's heard about this, because it does make sense, and what contract and all that type of stuff,
Right.
right? Like, what is that? What did you get from that?
Yeah, I don't know like all the ins and outs of the business, but it seems like they can't start moving forward on it unless they
Mhm.
make a clear decision on if it's going to be one or two movies, and if it's going to be two movies, then there needs to be kind of like a unanimous decision upon that to move forward. But that feels like it would really push production back a long time.
Right.
And that would seem confusing to me because it feels like they're finally getting back going. But if they're going to be releasing kind of solo movies like Spider-Man, then I feel like that would be okay. But wonder what the plan is there if it's just slowing production in that movie.
Right. And I also wonder if it has anything to do with remember when Disney bought Fox, there was this whole big contract that had to go through. You could use the X-Men, but you had to use the previous actors that played the
Right.
role if you were going to do it. Now, when does that run out? I thought it ran out this year. If it doesn't run out until
Oh,
maybe that pushes, maybe that's part of it, maybe that pushes into it. I don't know. It's also another business decision wise too. Look, we're writing a movie here in Secret Wars that's like 5 hours long, and it's gonna be we need to split it. Like, look, I just did a rewatch for myself, first time watch for Ming for Kill Bill.
oh,
And that's a movie. That's a movie that was intended to be a big long movie,
right.
and they just said realistically that we can't. And that was back in 2003 or whenever it came out. We can't put out a 4 hour movie. Fast forward
Right.
to today, you do it. It was still number one or number two at the box office, which is crazy. Um, so what are they going to do as far as new contracts, and why do they need to do new contracts? I'm confused with it. It is why I'd like to see what John is hearing about this stuff to get a little bit more of a more
Overview. Yeah,
yeah.
the contract stuff with the X-Men and like the rights of what characters they have is always been confusing to me. And it's always kind of been the bane of the MCU's existence
Right,
within Disney
right,
because I feel like they want to tell certain stories, but sometimes it's good because it allows for other characters to be used, and then that character ends up being like a smash hit.
yeah.
So, like with creativity, but I feel like people are so excited to move on to the X-Men that I'm a little apprehensive on the wait if it's
Mhm.
gonna push that even longer, but I also understand the need if you do have 5 hours worth of actual good story, then you should split it.
Agreed. All right. Well, look, so John has been kind enough to
He's been
join us
summoned.
here today. Uh, and we're bringing him in right now. There he
I'm
is.
in my robe enjoying my breakfast.
Hell yeah.
And you joined us. I appreciate it.
That's
I
king
mean,
shit right there, John.
I know I haven't had a baby, but I get to wear relaxing clothes
That's
too.
fair.
in my
Yes,
morning,
you
so,
do.
Yes.
Thank you,
Do I know
thank
you
you.
well enough that you clicked on because you wanted to see, we would make sure that you got your due?
Shut the fuck up. You don't know me.
I know
I
you too
love
well.
Robe John.
Yes. So yes, I was 100%
Yes.
planning on giving you the credit because you guys broke this.
No,
a
of
while
course you
ago.
were. I know you were. I know you.
Um,
But I wanted to see what you had to say about it. That's why I was watching, because I had some time this morning to kill before I got Hot Mic uploaded and ready to go for
Yeah.
tonight. But I was like listening. I wanted to hear what you guys had to say about it. So that's why I was watching, not because I expected you to not give us
no,
credit.
I
but,
know. I'm joking. Kind of.
But I want to
So-
make sure this was my scoop, not Snyder's
100%.
scoop.
Okay.
We're on the Hot Mic together,
But
this
it's
was
yours.
the
Well, then
Outlaw
you
scoop,
can
so yeah,
you should
do it.
follow up with this then too, because of what they're
Yeah.
saying in this report. Like what do they mean with the contracts and pushing it? Does it have to do with the Fox previous contract with those X-Men? Does it have
Yes.
to do with negotiating on the Russo brothers doing 3 movies as opposed to 2? Like, what is it?
There's so much going on because they're not sure how people are going to take Doomsday, and I think they're kind of keeping all the options open to see how people are going to react to the movie, and then they can negotiate from different. But if you're an actor and they want you to come back for a second movie, which wasn't part of the original contract, you want to hold out for a better payday if the movie does better, right? That just makes all the sense in the world. So to me, there's nothing shocking about any of this. And everyone is playing this from a position of strength because Marvel doesn't have a strong brand right now. They need Doomsday and Secret Wars. If you're part of helping to revive this brand, why would you give away, not everyone, why would you give away your money or give away your chance to make more money in a situation like this? Especially because you're not sure how many more paydays you got left playing that particular character, especially on the Fox side of things. So I'm curious to see how that plays out.
So they're shooting the movie.
Yeah.
There's the
Yes.
plan is, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm still I think I got a lot of it, but I don't know if I got all of it. So essentially, it's if they want to release a movie, a Secret Wars, in 2028 as planned. Well, they're going to shoot both of these things like they did in Avatar, Back to the Future 2 and 3. So they would be saving money in a sense because they would be shooting this big, huge film, but they're able to split it into two now.
Right.
And then make their profit back times 1,000 if they do it this way. Or is it something else? Or is it they know, you know what they want? Now they have to add more money to it because they have to add another movie entirely, another shoot date entirely.
Well, that's what I mean. And I think that's how you can make how can I say this? That's how you can legitimize spending the more money is seeing how Doomsday does, seeing how it's received, seeing how this all goes forward. I think they've
before they make the decision to split it into two.
Right. Because haven't we been hearing for the last few months they're still doing reshoots for Doomsday,
right,
and they're still adding pages. They're still so. I think all of this stuff is still very much up in the air, and I'm not surprised that they want to wait to see how Doomsday does before they commission. My question is, have they already started shooting some Secret Wars stuff like behind the scenes in addition to the Doomsday stuff, like as a side thing, shooting other scenes? And like, we're going to come back to that. We're going to use that later in Secret Wars. I'll be curious to see. And I also think the success of Wonder Man now, you have these things that be like, okay, well, now we have other characters that we can slide into this. And how is Daredevil Born Again going to be received? If that's received really well, then, the clamoring to have them be a part of it. If you're going to bring the Defenders in, you want them to be a part of it. So I think there's a lot of things up in the air, and they're giving themselves space to make adjustments as it goes along.
Steph, when you hear John's point of it, where you have, it makes sense, right? You've got this movie in Doomsday that they're going to be putting everything on. Say, okay, we know if this thing crushes, we can just turn this other thing into two. But they have to start going into pre-production, if not start shooting soon, if this movie's supposed to come out in like a year and a half.
Right. So, that's the part that kind of confuses me because I get what you're saying with the contracts. That's something I wasn't even thinking about, that they would be renegotiating, especially if it's like they signed up originally for one, but they're getting 2 movies worth of content and then perhaps reinvigorating the entire fan base of Marvel. But it does seem like my major concern as a fan of the movies and waiting for Marvel to kind of re-enter the picture, minus Wonder Man, which I loved. But I will that really slow production? I feel like what Kristian, you're right. Like they'd have to be filming some stuff so it's not too slowed up by the time that it enters.
Yeah. So John, is there a chance that they don't put this out next year?
The first Secret Wars?
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's a chance they don't put it out next year. I think they have to.
Okay.
But the thing is, Steph, you make excellent points, Steph, because we don't know. I don't know yet from my sources what the maneuvering space is that they have. Like, do they have to lock these people down now in case and pay them in case they do a second movie? Or are they just going to shoot a lot of stuff and then try to break that up into 2 movies? Like, do they shoot a 4-hour movie on purpose, thinking they're going to turn it into a 2-part movie, or cut it down to a 1-part movie if Doomsday isn't that way? I just have heard so many from behind the scenes from the people I've spoken to. It's a good movie. There's already people talking about Doomsday. Yes, a lot of people are already saying like this is legitimately a damn good movie. And I think
I heard Winston and Chris Carr on Friday's show talking. They weren't excited about it. I said, "You guys are full of shit."
Yeah, no.
Right.
From what I've heard from a couple of people behind the scenes, like they are very, very excited about the movie. Are there? And I've seen, Daniel RPK and other people be concerned about some of the story beats and some of the story decisions. Well, I think it's legitimate because you don't know yet. You haven't seen the full movie. But I've heard from people who've seen some of the cuts and some of the dailies that like they are incredibly excited by
Right.
what they're going by what we're going to get. And these aren't Marvel like sycophants. I want to
Right,
make that
just-
really clear. These aren't people that depend on Marvel to get paid.
Yeah, no, I think that it makes a lot of sense for them to put together this plan. It's just, and here's another question for both you guys, and I'll start with you, Steph, on this one. With the announcement that Bob Iger is now moving on, how much of that is going to play into this, right? Like I know he's transitioning the control to what's the new guy's name?
Josh D'Amaro.
Okay.
Josh D'Amaro.
So and he's a younger guy, 55 years old. This is I mean, it's gonna be under his watch that all this stuff is going down. Does he have a say in sitting and telling the Russos and Marvel, like, you know what, go for it, or nah, just let's stick with one movie? Or is it just there? Or maybe this is already the plan. Bob Iger's like, look, we got to start. This is going to be a thing. It's our brand. Avengers performs for us. We're going to take the gamble, like we're in Vegas here. Most times, the Avengers movies, they always hit. So why not take the shot? Sure, Marvel hasn't had the strongest thing recently, but these are kind of almost like guarantees. Does that all play into it, Steph?
Yeah, I think I have to imagine that this play has been, forming itself for years, especially Bob Iger's had to have some sort of idea since his return, because I don't think it was supposed to be forever anyways. So I'm sure there's been discussions, and I'm sure this guy has been a part of the discussion of Secret War and Doomsday already. So I can't imagine that he comes in and kind of changes the plan, but I'm sure he has say in it, and I'm sure his say in it perhaps is the reason that it's happening now. I could see that being a factor.
And John, what do you think? Do you think does this have anything to do with it, the new regime change, or it's part of the plan?
No, I think Steph's absolutely right. I mean, we just heard about the 2-year succession plan on the Star Wars side of things, right? That Filoni, they've been planning the Filoni takeover for 2 years. That's what Kathleen Kennedy said. So it would be shocking to me that Iger hasn't had Josh D'Amaro and Dana Walden in the room, who she's taken over as chief creative officer. They created that job for her. So to me, this tells me that they've both been in the process from the beginning on this and are understand, because he's just going to hand it off. And I don't think you hand off something this massive. And I don't mean Disney. I mean also this Marvel attempt at saving the brand here without having them involved in every facet of it going down. So yeah, and Josh is, from all accounts, from read from a lot of people, he is an excellent choice, forward thinking, smart, really good with people as a people person, and has a great vision. And so I think he's part of this process of possibly splitting this into two, because he probably understands the ramp up to this has not been that great. And so stretching it out over 3 movies, turning it into a mini trilogy, which Marvel arguably has done well with. When you look at those early Avengers movies, you look at the Captain America movies, it makes sense to turn this into a trilogy if you can, and then launch X-Men right afterwards.
Right.
And then you boom.
Especially if you're going to keep the Russos around. And then we have another story we're going to talk about in a little bit about Downey potentially coming back again. But John, thank you for popping in, man. I really appreciate it. Oh,
of course, my buzz. Thank you guys.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, please watch the Hot Mic tonight, 4 p.m. PT. We're live. And shout out, Steph. Love you.
Yes, love you.
Do it. All right. So what do you guys think about all of this? Should they split it into 2? Is it going to happen? Won't it happen? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. We'll be back with some more of these rumors and some other things and some stories. But before we do that, let me tell you about my brand new bike. No, I'm just kidding. So now I want to tell you guys about our good friends over at Trade Coffee and Raycon. Here you go. If you want to upgrade your morning routine, the way you do it, you got to start with your coffee. Trade. You know how much I love Trade. I can't talk enough about Trade. Love them. Trade turns your daily cup into a moment of discovery, pairing you with the fresh roast from the country's best local roasters. It's tailored to exactly what you love. It's a tiny monthly surprise that you look forward to every month. Fact. Every single time I get my Trade coffee, I feel like it's Christmas. It's the best. Trade. It's the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. Their team of expert baristas, tasters, and Q-graders use real coffee knowledge to match you with coffees that you will love. They curate over 500 coffees so you can try something new with every delivery. Each bag is roasted to order and delivered fresh to your door at prices comparable to grocery brands, but with that cafe-level quality in every cup. It's very simple to do. You just take Trade's quick quiz. They find your perfect match. And if you don't think the first bag is quite to your liking, they're going to replace it for free as part of their first bag guarantee policy. I think I selfishly get the coffee because I like the way it makes my kitchen smell in the mornings. I just love their coffees in general. But then the taste of it, I just feel so exquisite with the Trade coffees. It's the best. They have variety. You get to try something new all the time. You can discover roasters that you never would have otherwise, and you can just figure out, I like this, I don't like this, moving on to the next. You have that personalization of the subscription itself. It bases it just on your taste alone. And the good news is that you support local roasters. Right now, Trade is offering 50% off a 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/Christian. That's drinktrade.com/Christian. You get 50% off for 1 month. drinktrade.com/Christian. This message is sponsored to you by Raycon. Now, with the Super Bowl and the Winter Olympics this month, there's no better time to get inspired, push harder, and upgrade your workout routine. So if you're training consistently, the right gear does make all the difference. I use Raycon Essentials open earbuds, and they really change how I work out. I'm so locked in, and the beauty is they don't really block out everything around you, so you do stay aware, whether you're lifting, if you're running, if you're walking outside, without sacrificing clear, motivating sound. Your music or your podcast, it stays crisp, and you stay focused and safe. And right now is the perfect time to grab them because they're 15% off. Regular earbuds, they block out like everything. You can't hear if someone's calling your name. You can't hear if a car is honking. You can't hear anything. The Raycon ones, they sit outside of your ear canal, so you really get a clear sound. Like, it's super clear, but you can actually hear what's happening around you. That awareness is perfect for tackling your fitness resolutions safety. Now, Raycon has over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands. They're half the price because they're not paying for celebrity endorsements and all that retail markup stuff. And if you don't like them, they have a 30-day guarantee. I swear by them. I swear by them. I got one that's it's a Yankee designed one. And they're just, I don't go anywhere without them. I love them. They're lightweight, ultralight, flexible ear hook that adapts to any ear for all day comfort and awareness. 36 hours of battery life, 8 hours of playtime, 36 of battery with charging case. I charge them maybe, I don't know, once a week. I use them every day since I got them. The gym, walking the dog, just if I'm working at home. They're the ones I actually reach for over my other earbuds because I can still hear what's going on around me without sacrificing sound quality. It really has just become part of my daily routine. They're so accessible. I tuck them into my jacket. I love it. The Essential Open Earbuds are here to help you go for gold. Go to buyraycon.com/Christian Open. Get 15% off. And thank you to Raycon for sponsoring the show.
Hey, Willie!
All right. Well, thank you to Raycon and, of course, Trade Coffee. I always love when I'm talking Trade Coffee when you're on because you know how much I love it and you know how much you love it.
It's so good.
That's what I do it the first thing in the morning. Trade Coffee, and then yesterday with those Raycons stuff, walking in the city, boom, and they're so accessible. It's great. I love those damn things. Really good. Roka was here. Roka helped us out. Now, speaking of Roka. Last time you've been on this show, like last week was a treat for everybody where you and Roxy got to be on the show together, but you weren't by yourself. So it doesn't really, like, the last 2 times you were by yourself, you won.
Yes.
So this is kind of like your third shot to do it again. You got to take out Roka, who was just here. Roka was at 92.
Okay.
You're at 15 currently.
Okay, we can do this.
I think we can do this, especially with you. So we'll see if we can do it. 15 currently. There's more stuff to discuss. And one of those things is the Robert Downey Jr. story about the fact that they want him to keep coming back. They want him to come back after this whole thing is wrapped up. If that is indeed the case, well, it doesn't necessarily give you a spoiler because I just want the multiverse stuff to be over after this. You know, I'm just done with the multiverse stuff after this. So I'm
I
hoping
feel everyone feels that way.
right. So if the multiverse is toast and they do bring him back, or at least announce that he's coming back, well, you know that they're either going to defeat him, but he's going to live. You know, they put him in prison. Like, what's going to happen? I don't know.
Azkaban.
Right. Where are they going to put him? So this is oops, wrong one. Sorry. Oh, this is a mess. All right, here we go. There it is. Okay, so the rumor is that Marvel wants Downey to keep playing Doctor Doom after Secret Wars. Now, I want to do a guess, Steph. Is this rumor from Jeff Snyder, John Roka, Daniel Rickman, My Time to Shine, Hello, or somebody else?
I'll guess Snyder.
I'm going to guess My Time to Shine, Hello.
Okay.
That's where I'm guessing. It doesn't seem like there's any other rumors coming from anybody else. So let's see. Of course, I say that, and then it's going to be somebody else. Marvel wants Downey to play Dr. Doom. We shall see. According to a wild new rumor, Marvel Studios is eager for Downey to play Doom. Is the infamous Iron Man coming? Wow. Marvel Studios and filmmaker Jon Favreau cast Downey as Stark in 2008's Iron Man. It was considered quite a risk. The actor had a troubled past, while long behind him by that point was still problematic in the eyes of some. He also wasn't a bankable star at that point in his career, but Iron Man was a B-list superhero, so Kevin Feige and company really had nothing to lose. Iron Man was a critical and commercial hit. Iron Man 2, while not quite as warmly received by critics, also did well. Iron Man 3 was the first MCU solo movie to gross over $1 billion. I did not know that made over $1 billion. Along the way, Downey established himself as one of the Avengers franchise's biggest draws and scored record-setting paydays for Civil War and Homecoming. In 2019's Avengers Endgame, the Oscar winner ended his 11-year run in the MCU, and the Russo brothers had Iron Man take the sacrifice to stop Thanos. Phenomenal farewell, but with it, no longer feasible to move forward with Jonathan Majors Kang as the multiverse saga's big bad. Downey was revealed as the new Doom at the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con. Following a brief appearance in the Fantastic Four First Steps, the actor will take center stage in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. However, the latter movie might not be the end of time. Well, insider Daniel Rickman, we were both wrong, but Marvel Studios want the former Iron Man to continue playing Doom after Secret Wars. This would mean he'd continue the role into the mutant saga, whether that's as a villain for the Fantastic Four as the new Iron Man remains to be seen, but the latter option seems likely. After the comic book version of Secret Wars, Doom's face was healed and he became the infamous Iron Man. It won't be to the liking of everyone, but this could mean that we see Downey return to his most iconic role, albeit as a bad guy looking to do some good. What a story arc that would be for the next Avengers, after the next Avengers movie. Okay, Mike, I just have a lot of questions about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first thing is I have no idea how the story is going to play, so I'm not going to say I don't like this. I don't know. I could watch it and go, oh, that's how they're going to do it. That makes sense. But my first thing is, doesn't that kind of negate the whole sacrifice thing? You know, like
Right.
if they bring a version, if he's Iron Man again, but like he's not really Iron Man, but they just wanted Downey to be back, so he's back. So they need Iron Man to be able to, you know, sustain. They went into a new phase of Marvel without any real mega stars or all stars, and they kind of paid the price for it. So maybe they don't want to do that again. I don't know. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I feel kind of conflicted because I love RDJ. I think like everyone feels that way. And then, but on the other side, I'm like, okay, if the story compels it and it makes sense, and I definitely would love to be proven wrong or just excited about his return in that way if it makes sense. I do think there's a lot of risk to it, and for a few reasons. Like, for example, the article brings up the really great point that RDJ was kind of like a risk in the beginning with Iron Man, and like you see how much that pays off. And I think there's just something to be said about the budget that he requires now, because he's like a mega star, and that does that's really expensive, especially when you're kind of rebooting a franchise. I'm just always excited about the opportunity of lesser known actors getting a chance to be the next Iron Man, the next RDJ, and then also just like is a budget spender when you're spending like 40 million.
Yeah, right. Because he's at a place now that you can't,
which is insane. Him and Scarlett Johansson, it's like to get them on on movies, it's like you're spending a huge chunk of your budget.
Yes,
And
but I
then
think doesn't
the
it though? Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
and then but the main point is like I want to see how it serves the story.
Right. I'm with you on that. But my question for the budget is you'd probably save them for movies like this, where we just had that longer conversation about splitting things into two movies and taking a shot at the Avengers. Like, if you're Marvel and you're Disney, and let's say Doomsday, Secret Wars Part 1, Secret Wars Part 2, if they do wind up doing that, make $1 billion, $2 billion a piece, whatever it is, kind of just says, pay whatever you want to pay.
Right.
It's working. I get the new actor thing, but the new actor thing didn't really work well for them over the course of the last couple of years. And it's not to say you shouldn't do it. You certainly should. You should take risks on people and let them maybe build around those people. But like, there's certain things that just not everybody is taken to. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play. We're recording with Sam. We're doing Game of Thrones today, and then we're shooting early tomorrow. I'm hoping it doesn't push into capes and cowls, because I can't believe that Winston is more excited to see Supergirl than he is this.
Oh, really?
I can't believe it. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be excited about Supergirl. I mean, people are excited about it. They read that. Apparently, the graphic novel is supposed to be great, but I think the idea of, if you have two theaters to walk into, especially after seeing the trailer looked fine. It looked like the same type of Guardians type feel that we've seen before. It doesn't seem anything like super exciting. I don't know the logic in it. I don't know the logic in it. But what if you had a choice? Supergirl's on the left, Doomsday's on the right. What theater are you going into?
I would pick Doomsday. I am really excited for Supergirl, but it's just like Doomsday is like a massive. I want to see what they're doing with it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just like a crazy kind of story, or like a two-liner to get you in the theater.
It's like that shapes Doomsday. If Doomsday does not work, it's the end of Marvel. It's it.
Oh, bummer.
If Superman didn't work, if Superman would have bombed and nobody cared, that's the end of the DCU already. So that's why there's so much hype behind that one. Supergirl, if it doesn't work, you're going to go, oh, DCU, you got to start picking some stuff up. But it doesn't sink the DCU. It doesn't shape where they need to go with it. Doomsday shapes where the future of the MCU.
Right. It's really important. And I feel like everyone's kind of waiting to see what they do with that.
So that's what I'm curious to see. Now, as far as Downey showing up in the future and other things, let's see how these play out. Let's see what the ultimate decision turns out to be. So I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's all about the story. You have to see how that's going to play. So we shall see. What do you guys think about Downey potentially returning after this is all over? Does it just depend on how they shape the story before you can really make a decision on that? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. If you have not joined the Clips channel already, please do that. We have we're trying to get to like 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year on that channel. I think it's possible. The other thing that I've just noticed is that the Discord has over 115 members already now. Steph, I finally joined my first Discord, I think, ever.
Nice.
I looked into it. I just browsing around to see, and because people told me it wasn't a stink hole like Reddit, and I was like, I'm gonna look.
Yeah,
it's not. It was people being very nice to each other. It was pleasant. It was like the community people, names that I noticed. People there's different sub things that they put there that you can have conversations about it. They have a whole page where you can promote your own shit there. It's like, I was like, that's great. So if you enjoy being part of this community and like talking to people in this chat, you should definitely join the Discord. The link's in the description. And we're like, let's set a goal for today. I think they said that they're at 115. If you can get to 200 today, that's the goal we're trying to get to. So it's all you need. You just need 75 to 85 more people. 85 more people, and there's 115. There's 125. 115. 85 people here today. Join. Let's get to 200. We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the next story here? And speaking of people potentially staying, going, Kevin Feige. Now that Kathleen Kennedy, the question of is she going? When's she leaving? Is she? That's gone. We know that that's happening. So obviously, all this the new focus is going to be like Kevin Feige. When's he going? When's he staying? What's happening? I got an article this morning about this. Is one of the many articles we'll wind up seeing about this. Kevin Feige is not expected to step down as the studio president anytime soon. Marvel Studios president. Despite rumors that he might be planning to step away as president of Marvel Studios, insiders believe that he will be steering the MCU ship for at least another few years. It doesn't sound like Kevin Feige intends on hanging up his spurs anytime soon. In their report on Disney naming Disney Experiences chairman Josh D'Amaro as the CEO and the successor to Bob Iger and Dana Walden as the president and chief creative officer, Deadline notes Feige's future at the company is always a topic the town loves to gossip about. That said, insiders don't expect a change anytime soon as Feige is focused on delivering the next Avengers movie in December as well as relaunching the X-Men franchise. Feige himself has never given any indication that he might be planning to step away, but the rumor mill has been churning ever since last year. There have been calls for Feige to step down for quite a while, really, even at the height of the MCU's success and popularity, but some longtime fans of the franchise have now begun to lose faith in ability to steer the ship. Feige is still the highest grossing film producer of all time. The projects he's been involved with combined worldwide box office of over $31 billion. However, the last few Marvel Studios, Deadpool and Wolverine aside, have underperformed while also earning mostly negative reviews from critics. Fantastic Four First Steps was mostly well received, but wasn't the massive hit the studio was no doubt hoping for. Doomsday is almost certainly going to be a huge success at the box office and may end up marking another turning point for the franchise. Even so, it's hard to argue with the perception that the MCU simply isn't the world-conquering juggernaut it once was. And a lot of people believe it's time for Feige to give someone else an opportunity to get things back on track. I don't really agree with that, to be honest with you. I don't agree with that. I think that the strategy for what they did in the last, I think he took some shots and he might have thought the Marvel brands pooped and stink type thing might have happened, and we can just put out anything and people will watch. And also that happened with Bob Chapek and everything too. But I think he gets it now. I think he understands. I think there's a reason why they're going. Let them try to rearrange this thing before you start trying to throw them out the door. And right now with Spider-Man, the two Avengers movies, and then focusing on X-Men, this guy built his career on X-Men. He was on the X-Men movies when he wants to see the X-Men come to fruition. He wants to see it happen. And I think another reason why he probably stayed a little longer than we thought is I think he wanted that Star Wars job. I think that the Star Wars thing was something that he's a massive Star Wars guy. Massive. I think he wanted the gig. I think he's waiting to see what happens over there first. If Filoni craps the bed, if he does, and Feige sticks out another 3 to 5 years, then don't be surprised if the rumors start churning again about Feige taking over once Filoni is not doing well. Now, if Filoni does well, then that's not even going to be a thing, and Feige will just be probably start his own company, whenever the hell that is. But he's going to be there for another. He's younger, and I saw somebody laughing before him when I said that the new guy is young at 55 for an executive running Disney. That is crazy young. 55 running the whole thing. That is crazy young. You don't know business if you think, LOL, that's not young. You don't understand business. There's a 55-year-old guy running the whole shop. I mean, Bob Iger's like 175 years old. So anyway, what do you make of this Feige news? Are you surprised that he's sticking around? Do you think he should stick around? What say you?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that he's sticking around. I feel like, if you're thinking critically of the last phase of the MCU, it didn't do nearly as well as the prior phases, but the prior phases did, what no other studio has really done is like a cumulative 20-something movies to one of the biggest box office success of all time. And not only box office, but like a genuinely well-received, critically acclaimed movie, which is very hard to do. Like some of the highest box office movies, they're not like, they're not critically acclaimed. They're like the Jurassic Parks. They're just like, they do really well and people just go to them, but they're not like, wow, that was like a game changer. I'm going to show my kids these movies. So I'm not surprised at all. I feel like his position is a very hard position in the sense that you have to A, make good movies, but B, get people to want to see those movies. And we've kind of seen both of those things happen where there's been some like okay movies and then some like Fantastic Four, which is really great. And it's like sometimes it's like you need time to figure out why people aren't going to the theater, what you need to do.
I think you need time to find out if Harry needs a cough drop.
I know he has like such a bad
Is he
cough
okay?
right now.
Poor guy.
You okay, H? You need some tea? You need some tea? Okay.
Tell him I hope he feels better.
I didn't ever know what my mic picks up.
No, I mean that's pretty hard not to pick up. Sounds like he's right next to you.
It's not. That's the funny part.
Poor guy. All right. So anyway, I think that Feige will be around for a bit. I think he should be around for a bit.
Yeah.
These are 3 big movies, and this no one's going to be saying anything of the sort right now. When you have the shows and the movies, and what was put on him also, hey, you have to do 87 shows and movies within 2 years, and then we would need them to all be good.
Right.
It's a lot. That's a lot. And then he get pulled. And I think a lot of the stuff, and I've said this before, I think sometimes he listened to the social media mob and he listened to things sometimes too, and he made decisions that way. And I think he stopped doing that. And I think that you have to judge him on the next few movies that come out. So if Spider-Man comes out, crushes, Avengers, 2 movies in a row, crush, you can't judge him on the losses anymore. You got to judge him on the potential 3 to 4 wins back to back to back. So we'll see, and people will be doing that. Oh, Marvel's back. Marvel has a better chance of being back in the short run right now than Star Wars does at the current moment. Because, like I said, the only win that Mandalorian and Grogu really does, if it hits 450, 500 million, it's a financial win. It's a financial win for them because they spent nothing on it. It's not restoring the brand yet. Starfighter gets a win, and then whatever that new trilogy is, pushing you towards the new trilogy, that's how you start to get that franchise back on track. This is just the May film. I saw somebody, God bless some of the people who are like the ultra positives. God bless them. Star Wars is going to be back. It's going to be like groundbreaking. It's going to be the biggest changes since Empire Strikes Back. It's like, stop this. Just stop it. You're allowed to be positive, but you're being ridiculous. It's going to make $2 billion. No, it's not. You'd be lucky to make 500 million.
I also feel like there's like such a difference. Like I never questioned, like I never have thought like, oh, Kevin Feige should step down, even though there's been stuff that hasn't been my favorite of like the entire MCU, like his catalog. But honestly, I still like a lot of stuff, and then there's still been huge wins along the way, even in this slow patch.
Yeah.
Like I know it was like one of the first ones in the newer phase, but Shang-Chi is still like a highlight for me. And then just this week, Wonder Man was excellent. So it's like,
did you like that stupid episode? I liked the.
I knew you didn't like Doorman.
Hated it.
Why?
It was a half an hour of nonsense when it could have been a 5-minute bit on television, and some of the acting was atrocious. But the entire show I loved.
Yeah. I liked it. You know why? The show in general, I don't know if someone said this or if they have the same creators or why it got put in my head. It kind of gave me the last season of Atlanta vibes. And Atlanta had like 3 random episodes. And at first I was like, I want to stick to the core 4. What's happening? But then I kind of learned to like that kind of style. So
was the tone as radically different as this? Because
it definitely was a different tone. It's not my favorite episode. I just liked it.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people did. I'm not gonna have someone that's involved in this show texted me recently and like, you're right, it was terrible. And I was like, it was one of the few people that shared the same opinion. Everybody else loved it. So
yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, but you're right. That counts as a win overall because that was a show they were going to bury. The ratings were really good on that show. For the most part, people were really on board with it. So it's another win. And to go back on your point, if you look at it again, as we've said before, like sports teams, and like I never thought that what you look at when Kathleen Kennedy was playing for she was coaching for other teams and the Spielberg teams, and she was winning championships. Then you come into a different organization and you don't work with the structure there. You don't understand the essence of what that franchise was built on. And it's just your coaching style doesn't work. Right. And that's what happened with her. That was never the case with Feige. Feige, like he knows this stuff. He just maybe said, you know what, we're going to put someone here in the fourth spot and see if they can hit a home run there. And they didn't. I'm going to try to put that person this time in the fifth spot. And they don't. Like, okay, you know what? Let's get our normal lineup running again. And he's going to win championships again because he gets it and he understands it and he's a fan of this stuff too. So I never doubted him as a leader. I just said that some of the stuff he's doing right now isn't great, but as a creative, you take a shot.
Right. And Marvel just is such a different case study than Star Wars because Star Wars everything's been run off the original trilogy, which now has, comics and stories and books that have been created.
Yeah.
All of which they don't really want to touch. So you have to beg the question of like, where does your universe go? Where does your franchise go? Whereas Marvel, they just they are the comics. They dive in. They have all these stories that they could possibly go to, so they know who they are. And I feel like Kevin Feige really understands that. Whereas, like, I hope for Star Wars they can kind of like get a grip on like what stories are you guys telling?
Well, that's what it is. And so and I said this the other day because I caught myself because I was about to be hypocritical, where there's a rumor out there. How true this is, I don't know, but it seems like it came from a credible source that essentially what Filoni is doing over there is that he's setting all the stories and then he's going to bring in the creatives, whether or not, they can tell the story and put them into play and have their takes and do the thing. And I'm like, all right, here we go. Begun the Filoni versus has done, and so I think has began, whatever. So I think that, great, we're screwed here. And then I said, wait a minute, this is everything that I've been asking for, of coming up with a plan
Right.
of where you want to take it first. We want to start here. We want to end there. Now we need to bring in creatives to tell those stories and help us tell the stories and give their own feedback. That's what I think is a plan that would work. Now, the question is, are the things that he's going to choose the right way, in the way that Feige chose, at least for phase 1 through 3, the right direction to go in with the Infinity Wars and all that? So maybe that's what Filoni's going to do. And that could be the right way to go. So if, contrary to people's belief, they're just like, everything he's going to choose now, I'm going to go, oh, that stinks. No. If he chooses the right stories and actually can not be a gatekeeper and say, okay, you know what? Because he's going to be having meetings now. The difference between like Filoni and Kennedy is Kennedy could sit there with some of the big, huge film directors and take meetings with, Spielberg if she wanted to, or these big, huge directors, and they go, yeah, all right, Kathy, I can talk to you about this stuff. You're my equal as far as producing and all that stuff. You've been through it. What's Filoni going to tell Spielberg? You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's going to have to really own the room with he's going to get intimidated by some of these, and rightfully so. Let's say Fincher wants to come in again and do a movie, and Filoni's going to have a meeting with Fincher. It's not the same kind of meeting that Kathleen Kennedy's going to have with. That's the point of the experience side of things.
Right.
You're going to learn quick on the job.
What were the Russo brothers doing before
Community?
Community. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. They'd done Community, but like, yeah. So that's I guess another good example, right? Is that this is one of those things too that we really didn't discuss when he was brought in. What is his because he's got to have other creative execs and other people too working for him at this point, because the woman that he's got I think she what's, oh my god, give me her name, because I think she's a great choice, but she's running financials. She's running the financials and everything else, and she's really doing a lot of the business side of things too.
Right.
Who's telling Filoni, like, hey, you know what? We those guys who directed Community would be great at doing something like this. You know what I mean? Like, so who's that? Who are those people? Is it? I know people that are working there that probably are going to do that, and I think those are. I've got a friend that's working there that is probably going to be having that job, and he's an incredible producer. He worked for Donna.
Yeah, you need something like that.
Yeah,
because as much as it's fun when you pair up with someone like Spielberg or Fincher for a Star Wars movie, they can't do that for everything, and they shouldn't do that for everything. So it is kind of like you need someone who's like really loves movies and TV and is like really looking at like who is making very cool, unique.
Yeah, who are your generals?
Yeah,
like that's going to be crucial for him, and I think beneficial to him.
Yeah.
Because maybe because Kathleen Kennedy did have all that experience, and maybe she didn't listen to all those people all the time. Maybe she did, but maybe she didn't. And she's like, I'll make the phone call. I've got the connections. I have this. Someone said it in the chat. Like, I couldn't even imagine, like, if, let's say, Steven Soderbergh gets that movie, and then he gets a page of notes from Dave Filoni. He's gonna go, what is this? And you know, in the news, you'll get, oh no, we worked so collaborative. It was this and that. It's like, he's going to go, you want me to do this? What do you want me to do? Okay, great. Let me make my movie. That's what's going to happen. That's why Andor was one of those projects that has been reported that he didn't give any notes to, because Gilroy would have taken the notes and shot them into the garbage can in front of him. So that's going to be a thing.
Yeah. And it benefited them to have Gilroy just 100%. Have his entire vision and not, I think like one of the biggest complaints we see with Lucasfilm and the Star Wars movies is like the Disneyfication of Star Wars when people are looking for more of the original trilogy vibe.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a lot about Feige, a lot about Filoni. What do you guys make of all of it? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. All right, we got to get to some questions. So before we do that, the big game is on Sunday. And we have Prize Picks to thank for being a sponsor on the show once again, and give you some great deals. I'll tell you about them, tell you about Rouette, and we'll get to these questions. The big game is almost here, and there is no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. This week, Prize Picks has a special max discount for the big game live in the app now. Drake May just needs one passing yard for the max discount to win. You just add another player to your lineup, and if your pick hits, you can cash it in. I've told you guys this before. My friend who wasn't really into sports in general, following the games, and now the big game's coming up, ready to rock. It's just exciting, and it gets people amped to watch the game in general. I think some of the best features for me is the early payouts. One of my favorite things also is that you can pick multiple sports in the same lineup. Basketball's back now. You can put LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes in the same lineup when they're both going on, and you root for both. Prize Picks, it's simple to play. You just pick more or less 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. You can find your community on Prize Picks with the new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with winners from a single click. New feature alert, which is pretty great. They have a Prize Picks early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code Kristian. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code Kristian. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It is good to be right. Here is something that most doctors know that most men never talk about. Stress from work, money, and family, it doesn't just disappear at night. It follows you right into the bedroom. You can be lying next to the person that you have loved for years, and suddenly your mind will not let your body do what it's always done naturally. For situations like that, doctors look for treatments that help both the brain and the body, and that is where Rouette Ready comes in. Now, it's unlike Viagra and Cialis. Rouette Ready is a next-generation prescription treatment designed to help prime your brain for arousal and increase blood flow. It combines 3 clinically proven ingredients in 1 mint that dissolves under your tongue. It absorbs fast. Most men are ready in about 15 minutes, so you can stay present, confident, and in control when the moment is right. Over 150,000 men have already made the switch to Rouette. Now, getting started is simple. Rouette connects you with a board-certified doctor online, and your treatment gets shipped discreetly to your door. For a limited time only, head to Rouette.com/Christian. Get 15% off of your order. That is RUGIT.com/Christian. Get 15% off your order. Rouette.com/Christian. Prize Picks, Rouette, giving you deals. Make sure you guys check out. Both links are in the description. Steph Sabra, 25.
Okay.
So don't be discouraged. It's you. It's you. You can absolutely make a huge comeback here. If you guys want to see Steph defeat Roka and potentially win the week, she's got to surpass 92. Harv's K became a new YouTube member. Good time to do it. I think Luke is making the Game of Thrones unedited, at least 1 or 2. I mean, well, you should be the finale for 2, and then 1 and 2 for season 3 should be going up. They should already be live. So I don't know where PLD is on that one. So we have to figure that out. But next one, Andy Franksy. What's the next Arnold movie for you? Well, we're taking a break from the Arnold movies at the moment. Because Steph, she's already seen, she saw True Lies. She saw what's the other ones? Jingle All the Way we just did. She saw Terminator 1 and 2.
Yep.
So there's really, I mean, Total Recall. She's only been, I'm not going to do Eraser. I just don't think that, I mean, if the big ones that he didn't pull that much, they pulled okay, then that one's not going to pull. I think maybe the Conan movies eventually, but right now we're kind of shifting. I know what our next movie is. And and this was on me because Steph was scheduled for Tuesday, but remember my camera went out and I had to fix it. It was right before I started shooting with Steph. I think we're going to do the Sydney Sweeney movie. Have you seen it?
No, which one?
The new one that just came out with
Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay. I'm
so
glad you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. So I figured we'll do one, Housemaid or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll do that one next. And then we're going to get into the Bourne Identity movies.
Yes.
Yeah. So so Steph will be busy for a bit because we're going to do that one. And then there's those, 4 movies? So 4 movies? 5 movies. Okay. Andy, I know you're a busy man, but when are the Game of Thrones watch-alongs for season 3? Also, I think Sons of Anarchy with Sam would be very entertaining. She's seen that show. I haven't seen that show, but she's seen it. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the unedited watch-alongs for Game of Thrones. They're supposed to, like I said, they're supposed to come out like at least a day beforehand. So we'll make sure that'll be changed. I think Luke's already putting. Well, we did put up the Demon Slayer ones unedited with me and Winston for season 3. That's where we're going to air those now for people who want to watch us do a Demon Slayer. Winston and I will be doing just that series exclusive to members and Patreon. Nathan Drake, was that your bike with the toilet paper roll handled with the Wuthering Heights reaction? This guy riding in style. Where is it? So that was before. I guess that was before I posted that. For people who don't know what he's talking about,
that is the best.
It's the best. It's the absolute.
How long is that video?
The video itself is like 3 minutes.
Okay.
And I had no idea that it almost looks like a Pixar. You could make a Pixar movie out of that bike and it's like alive.
100%.
Right? What's his name?
TP Demonite.
Demonite. I just call him Swish. Either way, it's absolutely amazing.
So good.
It's really, really good. I am sometimes you just get like that happy accident.
Totally.
That's exactly what that was. Okay. So let's see. Next one is Trey Warthog. Halo 1 remake comes out this year, and I'll be mowing down the Covenant like they're my front lawn. Pew pew pew. Are they doing a remake of the first game?
I don't
Or
know.
I think what he means by that, I'm sure, is like they're like updating.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
at,
like the
today's
graphics.
standards. That'd be great.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's like the first one I played. That game's so old. I remember playing that game at my house in Queens, in Bayside when I visited my mom, and I was playing that game. That's
I never played Halo, but
oh man, so good. That's such your type. Tell me about a series they just ruined. They ruined the game.
yeah, maybe when they redo it, I'll play it.
Eragon 4512. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 back in theaters in March. Will you see it? Probably not. Winston's is the TMNT guy. Probably not.
I used to love TMNT, but I don't even know if I watched the Megan Fox one.
Yeah, no, it was a while ago too. That Little Yankee. People thought you rode that bike from Long Island into New York City. That was right. Food app delivery guys keep their hands warm in those attached mitts. That's so silly. Freaking.
I just want to know so bad.
Yeah, me too. House Crew 76 became a new YouTube member. Thank you, House Crew.
Thank you.
Eragon 4512. Luke, can you get a confirmation if we made that the Game of Thrones season 2 public or not? If not, could you? Eragon, new trailer for Monarch season 2 looks real good. Did you watch Monarch?
No, it looks really good.
Yeah, I watched like the first 2 episodes and it was good. I just didn't.
I'm such an Anna Sawai girl that I should just watch it for her.
You should, 100%. Okay, let's see. Next one. Eragon. Zendaya has so many great films coming out this year. How many of them do you think hit over $1 billion? How many of them? Well, what has she got? I know she's got that A24 one, which isn't going to hit $1 billion. Obviously, she's got Spider-Man, which I think will. Odyssey's got a good shot.
And then she also has the new Shrek movie, which honestly
is that this year?
I think it's next year. Yeah, I think it's this year. Let's see.
Shrek. What number is it?
Is it 5? Oh, it's 2027. Okay.
So no, but that'd be another one to put in her if she hits 2 billion this year. So the question is, will she get $1 billion next year too?
Her and Anne Hathaway have huge years.
What does Anne Hathaway have besides?
Anne Hathaway has Devil Wears Prada 2.
Right. And
the Odyssey. She has that. I believe it's that A24 movie.
The 3. They both have A24 movies.
Yeah. Flower Vale Street, Verity. Yeah, Verity.
A lot of stuff. Okay.
Mother Mary. That's the one.
Well, we'll see. I think. Look, she's got a good shot at doing 2 for sure.
Yeah, especially with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Trash Panda, Secret Wars split would need renegotiated contracts, similar to what ScarJo and Disney had contract disputes when Black Widow was streaming, removing her back-end profit deal. Right.
Oh, Dune. Zendaya also has Dune.
Oh,
good
Dune.
Call.
Dune also,
yeah.
Right. Dune will not make $1 billion.
No.
But
a huge movie.
But it'll still do very well.
Yeah.
There's nothing that would make me happier than to be wrong about Dune making.
For sure.
There's nothing that would make me more happier to be being wrong that if Dune beat Avengers in the box office that weekend.
It would be amazing. Are they sticking to that date?
Yeah, because they have to now. Because they
IMAX?
They own a 3-week window of IMAX. And so Avengers does not have that. So they own IMAX for 3 weeks. So they can't move. And the only other spot, remember when you and I were kind of saying, well, you know what you could do? You could put it here. Those dates are gone now.
Yeah, it would have had to be right.
Yeah, you either gotta stick around or push it to next year. Nathan Drake. So now Halle Berry and Famke Johnson have both said they aren't in Doomsday. I think Halle is lying for sure. Well, I hope Famke Johnson is not lying to me, because she lied to me if that's the case, and I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. I don't know. But as far as going back to the Trash Panda, what he was talking about with ScarJo and Disney, it is renegotiating that whole deal. That's what they're going to be looking for. That's going back to what Roka said. You got to really look at Doomsday and say, okay, people are excited for this. Make the 2 movies, but you got to start putting things into place now. That's what the business people are for.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You think Halle Berry's lying? You think she's going to be in it?
It would be a massive crowd pleaser. I
To
think
have all of them back together. would
Yeah,
be great.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they would lie at this point. Just, I mean, everyone else is coming back. The Little Yankee, support for Roka and Secret Wars in 2 parts. There you go. Go, pal. If you sign up to do one movie that gets cut into 2 later, do you retroactively get paid again? Great question. I'm sure the deal's back in 2003 or whatever it was, because I feel like, and I could absolutely be wrong on this, I feel like when Quentin Tarantino made that movie, he had every intention of trying to put out a really long film, and they were like, you can't do that. We can't do it. So they split it and they go, we'll give you 2. So I think he signed everyone up to 1 and then split into 2. And I don't know if the deals were different back then.
Yeah, I wonder what they did with like Wicked 1 and 2, but I know that
That was intended.
knew
That was
it
intended for 2 movies. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was intended because the same way that it just intermission for the play, that was intended. That I don't think Kill Bill was ever really intended when it was shot to be 2 movies. And it's a great question. Like, did Uma Thurman and did they all get paid more for doing 2 movies? Is that part of the if you're a good agent, it certainly should be. So that's a great question. I don't know the answer to it. I really don't. And so he follows it up. If a movie gets split, does it count 2 times against, for example, a 6-picture deal? Does it matter if that choice happens after the movie is shot? Again, phenomenal questions. Like, so if that's like, let's say that at the time, Uma Thurman had a 6-picture deal with Miramax when she did that, right? And like, okay, she shoots it and she thinks she just shot 1 movie and I still got 5 left, but they released 2. Does she have 4 left? I think the answer should be less. Yes, she should have 4
Right.
left, and she should get paid for both movies. That's my opinion, but I don't know how that works. That's a question. That's a great question for, what we should do is we should bring, I have a very good friend who's actually, he's hilarious. And he actually he's done a lot of my deals. And he's an agent in one of the bigger agencies. I would love to have him on the show
For
and
sure.
ask these kind of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he would do it, but I would love to ask him. RQMDSMD. Support for Steph. World mom to be. Great show today. Thank you so much. Thank you for the positive. Mike Joyce. Why don't you react to more scary movies with Steph?
We both don't like them.
It just depends on what they are, right?
Yeah,
And the ones
that too.
Yeah, and like the ones, like, I don't like slasher movies and those types of things. And if there are certain ones that like I miss in the theater that are coming out soon, like and they kind of blow up, and then I'll go maybe that one that just came out, that the YouTube guy, what's it? If I keep pronouncing his name wrong, so I'm just gonna say Mark. Maybe when that one hits on digital, we'll do that one because I haven't seen it, and to me, it's one of the most inspiring stories like out there, and especially for what I want to do with my show. So maybe we'll do that one together.
Yeah.
Fallen District. My brothers and I, we never look forward. Is that from a movie?
Forward. Huh.
I don't know that. I don't get it. Johnny, that's Mike, by the way, in that screen picture.
Oh my gosh.
So good. I'm sure the answer to this is yes.
Yes.
Stuart Black 6771 support.
Hi.
Andy Franksy, better director, Villeneuve or Nolan? It's a tough question. I don't think better director is the right question, because it's more like which ones. Same question. Who do you got, him, or you got Denis, or you got Nolan? There's 2 movies, brand new. They're both directing. Who do you go see?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to answer this one. It's kind of like the question is, what story are each of them telling?
I agree with you. However, I think that right now, if it's that question I just asked you, I care less about that when I know Nolan's going to do it. Like,
okay,
it's a Nolan movie. Nolan's and Denis doing it. I know it's going to be great, but what's it about? I also want to know that. Nolan's doing a movie, or what is it? I'm going to see
right, because it's like his choices are so strong.
Yeah,
usually.
And Denis did something to me. He made Dune cool. When Dune, when I saw that, I mean, I'm telling you, I always give Mark Riley this credit. because when that David Lynch movie just made me, I never want to see Dune ever. I never cared about Dune. I was like, it's the worst. This is the worst. And he's like, dude, the book is awesome. It's what Star Wars was kind of based off of. It's like right up your alley. You're gonna love it. And I will see. And then I couldn't take my eyes off it. I was so mad at myself that I didn't see it in the theater, even though I loved watching it at the time, but then I wound up going to see the first one with Winston in the theater before the second one did. And Denis great. He's great. One of my favorite directors out there. But Nolan to me right now is I'm choosing his movies right now. He's Elvis right now. He's Elvis.
Yeah. Like the fact that Oppenheimer was interesting when I had literally, especially as a Japanese person, zero interest in watching an Oppenheimer movie. I kind of like had to like get my teeth pulled to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I guess I'll just watch it because all of the I want to watch all the main Oscar movies, and then it's like it's excellent.
It's excellent. It's so good, and it almost made $1 billion.
Yeah, which is crazy.
How the hell did you do that? $1 billion, nuts. Jose Rodriguez, congratulations, Steph. Being a girl dad is the best. Missed a year with my wife and daughter because of the immigration process. So advice, just cherish the time and try your best. Thank you all for helping me. Thank you, Jose.
Totally. That's criminal. I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys are back together.
Good.
Yeah, I'm like already emo about I want her in the world, but I'm like, she's growing so fast already.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait. You blink your eyes and they're going to college.
Oh my gosh.
Jose says, I think Doom has Loki as a prisoner to make a new universe for him and using the kids like cosmic energy, and that's how we get Battle World. Interesting. I don't think you're wrong. I think you gotta use Loki.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, because it's like, how is he
manipulating this stuff?
Right.
You have to see how he's that strong. He's got to be able to overpower him. They're gonna do that battle with Thanos. They're going to. Seth B. Hey guys, have you seen or will you watch the new Muppet Show special with Sabrina Carpenter and Seth Rogen? It was great. Hope for a full series order next. I don't know. Maybe, shoot, man. Are you a Muppets person?
I've actually never seen
Any Muppets?
any Muppets.
Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe would you want to do that first before we do the Sabrina Carpenter one? I mean, not Sabrina Carpenter, the
Yeah, whatever you
Oh,
think.
wait, you hate Sydney Sweeney.
I don't hate her.
You just
I
like
do not.
her.
I'm just like not like, but I love Amanda.
So you would rather watch the Muppet Show, is what you're telling me.
Probably.
Okay,
Probably.
so let's do the Muppets then we'll do the Muppet
Yeah, I
Show
definitely
on
don't
Tuesday.
hate Sydney Sweeney.
Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
I hate when people use the word hate. So
I never want to be on air being like hate her. No,
you're not. You're just
never met her.
You're not a fan of
I'm not
her.
clamoring to go see it. Yeah.
Right. Understood. Okay. So Simone Gilly became a new member. Thank you. Oh, Simon Gilly. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate that. RL Jensen, support for Steph, baby, and Harry's cough. Yep.
He doesn't have it's like this. He like has to clear his throat in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's like
the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Trash Panda. Finally saw Begonia. Jesse Plemons deserved the Best Actor nomination. He was pretty damn good.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah. I'd even say he was better than Chalamet and Marty Supreme. I won't go that far. I'll go with the first part of that.
I would.
Timothy Chalamet had to carry that whole movie. He was the whole movie.
Totally. I'm not saying it like super casually. Like I think Timothy Chalamet is awesome. I'm a huge
supporting
fan.
versus lead.
Totally. I think Jesse should have been maybe they should have pushed it as a supporting.
Yeah.
But I thought he was incredible. But that's the case of I would have made the category one person bigger because I think they both are deserving.
Each category should have 10. Each one.
At least more than 5.
10 because we're not in 1992 anymore.
Yeah, so many movies come out.
There was no streaming back then. Streaming movies are eligible. There's 87 different things. Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Warner Brothers, Paramount, Disney. There's so many different things with so many Fox Searchlight or whatever, the A24. There's so many different things now that they didn't have back in the day. There was like a couple studios and a couple independent companies, but mostly and so you do 5. Now it's just too many things. It's not fair.
Yeah, I think it would help the movies too, because I feel like
Totally.
there's still a huge group of people that will see stuff just because they're nominated. So if you
Yes.
get those smaller movies like Twinless, and there's those movies that people are just like talking about that, that was their favorite movies of the year, but they're smaller movies.
Yeah.
You would go see those, or you would, rent them before the Oscars.
I totally agree with you. Go, pal. I learned from John Green on Crash Course that Oliver Stone completely ripped off Genghis Khan for the "What is best in life" Conan speech. I learned from John. Oh, I didn't wait. That was Oliver Stone did write that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he did that. That's interesting. I do have to watch that movie with you, Conan.
Yeah.
To laminate the women. Come on. Deal sluts. Justin Bishop became a member. Thank you, Justin. It's a line from his. Deal sluts. Brody Bruce, you mentioned about a week ago about the live shows each day and the channel community as a whole. I could say I look forward to each day, to the different vibe of each live and who's on each one. I love that. That's kind of what this was built on.
Yeah.
Right. It was like each day has a different host. Sometimes on Wednesdays, you'll get like either a special show like last week where the World Girls did it, or a single show, or a special guest, or no show. Yesterday, I just put Game of Thrones up, and that was it. Monday is Roka's day. Tuesday is usually Roxy and Mike. Wednesday is the kind of just a random day. Thursday is Steph's day, and Friday's Chris and Winston. And I'm happy that that's you can when to tune in, who you're going to see, and I kind of like that. Can someone give me an update on how many Discord members we have? Princess, let me know how many Discord members we have currently. We got to get to that 200. That's the goal today. It's not hard for you to do. It's free. Just sign up. Okay. Go, pal. The toilet paper bike giving Johnny 5. Definitely let's say Johnny 5. Steph, have you seen Short Circuit? Of course you
No.
Oh, wow. Did that one too? You would love that movie. God,
Okay.
you would love that movie. Robert Pattinson looking ultra nerdy in the Zendaya movie. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that movie looks
It
interesting.
looks creepy. Trackstar, support for Steph. What is your most anticipated show for the year?
Ooh, show?
Does Studio season 2 come out this year?
I don't think so.
No.
I was really excited for Bridgerton. That's just like my guilty pleasure show, and that's coming. Part 1 dropped. I think The Bear is dropping a new season. Excited about that.
Yeah.
Is Lanterns?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lanterns is one.
Lanterns is one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, those are the main ones.
Okay. Well.
Spider Noir coming out this year?
I don't know. Vision Quest is one. I'd be curious. Daredevil. Yeah. I mean, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I don't really have an anticipated yet of shows. RQM DSMD. Support for Steph. Christian's bike has dual wipers.
That's hysterical.
Where is it? Hold on.
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
It's my favorite.
Hey guys.
Look at it.
Do I sound like this?
No. Do I sound like that? No.
Do I sound like that?
No.
Definitely don't sound like that. Well, I guess I could have. If that bitch ass scroll didn't take my voice, I could sound like this.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Guess not. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you to that whoever that beautiful angel was that left that bike out there. Because now we have a bit. I'll leave that thing up there. I want to have each host basically. What happened? I just had. No, wait a minute. I had did Luke move the lower third? I had the lower third, and now it's gone. The hell is it?
Or Luke's catching strays.
I got it. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the questions. Currently at 47, Steph. Not bad.
Okay,
Building
we're
up there.
climbing.
Again, 53 gives you 100, and that puts you in good because Capes and Cows. I think to be safe with Capes and Cows, you always got to have 100 going in.
Yeah,
because Winston and Chris, whether I'm on the show or not, can do some damage. Okay, let's see next one. Legend MM600. Are you stoked for the Super Bowl? Go Seahawks. I'm pulling for the Seahawks. Totally. Definitely pulling for the Seahawks. I'll just be watching it with my 8-year-old though,
Who's your team?
Giants?
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
They were terrible this year.
I don't care about football. I'm
Hmm.
excited about the performances.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, it's so bizarre. Like if you told 10 years ago, if you told me, like I'd be with Ellis and say there's going to be a Star Wars trailer that they're going to show
Yeah.
at Super Bowl, you'd be like, what? And Ellis and I be making plans of like, all right, you know what? I'm going to tell my family, you got to look out. We're going to be watching these things. We're going to review the trailer afterwards. We have this thing. So they're doing the Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm like, I'm just going to stay home and watch the TV. They watch the. I'll talk about it on Monday. I'm not gonna. I couldn't give a crap about that stupid trailer.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
I know. It's sad though.
Yeah. Mad Sinister Macau. Steph, I hate Hulu and Disney commercials. You have to see the problems that Steph and I get into with that. Oh, you have no idea. Mine are the worst. ED meds, Trojans, yeast meds got ad free now. Can't wait for episode 9. Love seeing
Totally. They also, they have horrible ads too. It's like GLP-1 weight loss. It's like as a pregnant woman, I'm gaining weight every day. Like I don't need to see about people's weight loss journeys. Don't care. Then they have an eczema one, which I have eczema. I'm like, I don't want to see people's eczema rashes. Like this is just, and it's like the same ones. And it's, I was so annoyed because we were watching Wonder Man. It's 30 minutes. They have 4 ads. You're literally criminal. Like it wasn't even like scenes wouldn't even go by and there would be another ad. And then when I tried to update it to no ads, the only option, they like stronghold you like the mafia. They're like, if you want to go no ads, and you have to get the HBO bundle too. I already have HBO.
Oh, it's the worst.
Worst.
The worst. So it's like, yeah, and so Steph and I, we do the way we have this program we use. We'll use Riverside, and then through it, then we'll go and we do, we'll do like a teleparty to watch whatever it might be. We always use Amazon Prime now. We always have to rent them.
We just have to
always, and it's worth us to just rent it than to sit there like idiots. And like I had to do one. I can't remember which one it was. It was a Disney movie that we did, our Hulu thing. It might have been Prey. I don't remember, but there was ads and it kept getting thrown off. And poor PLD, who does the unedited things, he's like, "Where's the ad breaks? I don't know where the ad breaks are." And this, oh my gosh, it was so many. It was horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. As far as Sam, Sam has gone through it. Sam's already watched The Red Wedding, which I mean, I haven't shown you the picture yet, Steph. I played it.
No, all I saw when Ned got her reaction.
Yeah. Well, I think she got that's.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a picture of her when she's
poor Sam.
Got rid of one of them, I guess. But yeah, she was and then we just finished the Joffrey season episode, which is a great reaction too. But she's coming in today. We're doing season 4, episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then tomorrow we're gonna do 7 and 8.
Does she have a favorite character so far?
Tyrion's her favorite.
Okay, great choice.
She's going through it right now, right? Because because she hated Jamie. Now Jamie's up there.
I know.
She likes Jamie.
But still remember he's an incestual bastard.
I know, that's right. She loves Daenerys though. I think Daenerys is her number 2.
She was my favorite character.
And let me see. I'll see if I can call her. Let's see if call Sam.
Yeah, she was my favorite, which made it so awful.
Let's see. I'm gonna tell her that she's on the air. Let's see. Hey, you're on the live show.
Oh.
So we started talking about Game of Thrones. So then Steph asked me like, so can you give me your top 5 characters? I think I guessed top 4.
Tyrion's my first.
Well, Tyrion's your first. Okay.
He's my first. Most hated would probably be better.
Yeah, right. But I know who 2 is. It's
dead or alive, like.
I mean, yeah. So Ned's number 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ned is 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is Arya.
Wow, over Daenerys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Over Daenerys.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about that little girl, man.
Okay. So Arya.
Daenerys 4
Okay.
and Jon Snow 5.
Okay, it's a good list.
Great list.
It's a
Great list.
Steph approves of the list. Okay, so
Thank you.
how excited are you to come in to watch the next few?
Oh man, it's bad. It's real bad. Like
It's an
last night, I
addiction.
was even calling my friend about it. Like, and she knows the whole. She's watched it 7 times.
Oh
And I
wow!
was like, don't say
shit. Oh
As a
yeah.
matter of fact, don't fucking talk to me.
Perfect. All right, I'll see you soon, and be careful
right.
on the way here. I almost hit a shit.
Oh, God. I can't. Bye.
She's so lovable.
The
I
best.
could listen to her talk forever.
She's incredible. She's just a very.
Are
good
people obsessed with her on the
Yeah.
channel?
Yeah. You know what's funny though is that she said I tell her never look at the comments, and she doesn't, except today. She
Does she get negative comments? I'll kill them.
only the only thing that they wrote today, Twitch Sam wrote, this person's a clown, which is even better. And it said Sam is here only to laugh. She's not serious enough to watch this show. I threw the person out.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're gone.
Right.
So
Either you don't show enough emotion, but
Right.
then you do, and it's not the right emotion.
No. I said, if people love you, don't look at that shit. Carlton
No.
Rutter, London calling, reaching out on my 50th. Happy birthday, my man! Congratulations to Steph. First time that I've managed to reach out. There you go. Have you never had a chance to reach out to? Yeah, usually on the Roka show. So that's
Happy
great.
birthday.
Carlton's the best. Happy birthday, my man. RQM DSMD support for Steph. Mike needs that bike for when his dog poops a bed. Do you know how much I would love to see Mike ride that bike?
I would have loved to see if that lady who hit
Almost
Mike
hit him.
in that bush
Was riding that bike.
that bike.
Do you agree that now that Brett's not on this channel that much anymore, that Mike has taken over the comedy spot on this channel?
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah.
Mike is like genuinely hysterical.
I showed Ming. We watched the dog clip the other day, and he just absolutely lost his mind.
He just like has turned into an old man so quickly. And you know, like when old people like do not care what other people think about them, they don't
Yeah.
care about what they appear like, and that makes him indispensable.
All right, I'm so confused. PLD just said we never took them down. Not sure what you mean. So he says they're up. We are caught up to what you have put out publicly now. If that's what you mean. I have uploaded. He said that they're up. So I guess people are wrong. I don't know. He says
I
that they're up.
trust GoPal. GoPal, can you go confirm?
Yeah. Yeah. So PLD says that they're up. So I'll have to double check, but he says that they're up. GoPal. Google says that SAG contracts have a Salkind clause that keeps studios from making 2 movies for the price of 1. Actors have to be paid for both. There you go.
Okay, that makes sense.
It
So
does
it's
make
like
a lot of
already in
Right.
there.
Right. Because I'm sure that was something that people tried to do before. So they'll just turn it into 2 movies. But they're fine, but you got to pay them for being in 2 movies. It makes sense. Mike Joyce, support for Steph's new internet. No freezing today. Did you get new internet?
It's not new internet. I switched from my PC to my Mac.
Oh, that's definitely gonna. I would have told you to do that a long time
I
ago.
told you the situation a long time ago.
Oh, I don't know. Don't yell at me.
Sorry, that was yelling. That was yelling. You've actually been so patient and supportive through the bullshit, so I take that back.
Okay. RL Jensen. You can tell. You can
It
tell.
was the baby.
But you can tell who the married people are. It's like, stop yelling at me. Like, I know I was yelling.
Yeah, it's like instantly.
Yes. Isn't RDJ's deal rumored to be $100 million enough to cover him if Secret Wars does get split up? It doesn't matter. As Gopal just said, if he signed on to do a certain amount of movies and you're adding a movie to that, unless it's part of the deal, like you said, you're just going to take out one of those movies. So I don't know.
Right.
Justin Bishop, speaking of Denis, any news on District 10? No, I haven't heard anything about it.
Huh. So yeah, same.
Jay-Z Bravo. Hey, Steph, I'm assuming you're all friends from Cinepals and Real Rejects. So my question is, how was everyone decided on which channel to react on? Well, I don't think
I knew Kristian before any other reaction channel. I knew Jabby, and then through Jabby I met Greg, but I never worked with Greg. So it's not like we're not like all a group of friends who
Right.
just get split up. It's
know
kind
each
of
other.
like then once we knew who we worked with, then it's like the industry. You're just friends with everyone in the industry. And now
Yeah.
Roxy's there now, which I guess would get confusing, but that wasn't the case when I knew Jabby.
Well, yeah, I see it. And it's funny. It's like, so that's the thing is that Roxy, Steph, Coy, they were all on Schmoes and my channel and stuff years before they're on any of these channels. Steph came on like back in like 2020. We started doing Sith Council together, and then she started doing reactions on other channels. People were like, "Oh, I didn't realize she is on this channel. She's been on this channel for 5 years, 6 years now." So same thing, you know what? And then that just proves to me though, the live algorithm as opposed to the video algorithm is so different because normally you're on this algorithm,
right?
And then so when you're on the video algorithm, they're like, "Oh, when did Steph get here?" It's like,
yeah, I still see comments like that. Like, it's good to see Steph on this channel.
And if I put Roxy, if Roxy was doing reactions or videos on the video algorithm side of things, I guarantee you, when did she start doing videos for you? She usually does them for Real Rejects, and like that's
Real Reject people. Yeah,
Roxy, I've been doing videos with Roxy for 12 years,
over 10 years. Yeah.
And so same thing. So it's like, so it's just that's how it works.
Yeah.
Kingsport Cal. What band is Steph's shirt? Her hair is blocking it. What band?
It is Miles Davis, my favorite jazz
cool.
musician of all time.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
really good. Amada AYT. When they said Barnaby and Wonder Woman, I was hoping the one Kristian was talking about. That would be
100 every time they said Barnaby. I was like, this would, because the show's so meta. I'm like, can you imagine?
Do you know how it takes everything out of me? I try so hard to not call him.
I totally get that.
It just makes me too nervous.
I know what you mean. I'm kind of have this fear of making new friends, low key, because I love people and I love eccentric people and I draw eccentric people in.
Yeah.
But I actually don't want to be like really good friends with them because it's a liability.
I just don't know. I just can't. I don't like. Finstock was that kind of. I could reel him in.
Right.
You know, like he would say things like, "Oh, he's right there." You can't reel Barnaby in. You can't. The man's been to jail.
He's been to jail.
So it's like, so I can't.
I have one uncle who went to jail, and I honestly know if we did like a podcast, it would be the best thing ever. But the price of it, I don't know. Like we could never go live.
No, he's the most entertaining.
Yeah.
But I don't. But you'd either wind up loving him, can't believe that he exists, or hating him,
and getting so many people offended along the way because those people can't.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Well. I told you I've told this story and I'll tell it again. When I was pretty hammered. We were throwing a party my mom was out of town. I was throwing a party at my house. And it was like a Christmas party where I was working at this movie theater at the time. And everybody's partying in the living room. And I'm walking to, my mom had all these, like they had these nutcrackers. She used to collect the nutcrackers. She still got a bunch of them, but like Barnaby was all by himself in the room, tugging on the beards, going, "Love that, love that, love that." And then I look at him and I see him and he goes, "Love that."
Oh my God.
This is the best.
Scary.
He's the best. He's the best. I saw him techno dancing with dogs one time.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Damn, I want to meet Barnaby.
Yeah, I mean he'd get a kick out of you. He's something else. He's a character. Trash Panda, kind of worried about the Scrubs reboot. How come?
I haven't even heard anything of this.
Yeah,
but I never watched Scrubs, so it doesn't really.
Bobby, Gizmodo just put an article that says the director of Masters of the Universe promises it'll be silly. Ooh. No,
don't tell Kristian that. Come on, guys.
No. Jose Rodriguez, I got time today. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Hold on a second.
No one's gonna mess with you today, then.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, sorry.
Sports Cal said, I've been to jail. I need to know, Totally.
No,
Like,
no,
oh,
no.
it's but what my uncle and what I'm sure Barnaby did is what you would understand if you understood.
I
You
ain't
know what I
judging
mean?
anybody who's been. I'm just telling you that
Totally
when
no
it comes,
judgment. It
no
just
judgment at all.
it
I'm just telling you
creates
that
a certain
what I'm
the
telling you is you can't reel him in.
totally
That's what I'm saying. This particular, so if you've
for
been
live air.
yeah, and first of all, if you've been, then you know that there are certain people who you were in there with. Might not have been you, but there might have been people in there, and you ain't reeling in. You ain't reeling in Barnaby. That's that's my point.
Right.
So, yeah, this like clearly no judgment on him. I have him. I hang out with him all the time.
I see Unc once a week.
Support for Jose. Go pal. Bike also like the racist mini Transformers film. It does look like that. You're 100% right. Fallout season 2 was fantastic. Recommended. Says Carl.
So good.
This is really good.
I love the show. Yes, so good.
Okay, Armada. Another Odyssey trailer at Super Bowl. I didn't hear anything about it, but that's not to say no.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Larry Quarteritz. Of course, the answer is Giants, even when losing. Queens peeps Cheerio. Yeah, of course. It's like that's the thing is that goes back to my Star Wars thing. It's like people like I saw people recently going, "This is the guy that used to do Jedi Council. He used to love it. Now he hates it because it's cool." No, I don't hate it. I'm just rooting for the same team that used to win championships, and now they're in last place. And they're switching up their coach. And maybe this coach could get them into first. Maybe not. Maybe they need a new coach. But you're allowed to still be a fan of the team, whatever team you're on, and say, it stinks. I wish the Giants would have lost every game they played this year to get a better pick. If they're going to do that,
Yeah,
4 games.
might as well.
Just don't try anymore. Andy's Franksy. The Bear having an annual season release is so refreshing to see because it's one of my favorites. Yeah, definitely. A lot of anxiety being a chef myself. Wish more shows did annual releases. Agreed. But look, it's one of my favorite shows on TV. It needs to be moved out of the comedy category.
Yeah.
Especially last season. There was nothing funny about it.
Nothing funny.
Cousin's funny in the
right.
For some reason, the guy what do they call him? Honey? They call the one guy sweetheart or whatever the hell they call him.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what the hell they call him, but so I don't know why they treat that guy like he's 8 years old. But that's the only guy who's like him and his buddy are the only two with comedy. The rest it's not comedy. Armada, Cross, Night Agent, Paradise coming back in February. I haven't seen any of those.
I've seen Cross. I'm excited about that.
Good?
I'm curious where they go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
66, Steph, not too bad.
Nice.
Mr. ND Fanatic, I'm sure more will have joined, but 30 plus new members since you joined, Harloff. 131. Also, great avatar pick. Steph, have you seen Look Who's Talking?
No.
You've never seen Look Who's Talking? That's probably a great one for you right now. Do you know what it's about?
No.
I don't know if I should tell you. Man, should we do that one, guys? Because yeah, we probably should do that one, huh? Damn it. We gotta do more than I don't know. I guess it's hard for you to do more than one a week. That's a good one to put on the list. Harv's K. Hey, Steph, the Disney Plus Hulu HBO bundle is good enough deal that it might be worth canceling your current individual subscription for that package.
I hear you, but like I love having my catalog and my algorithm to what I've watched and seen on HBO Max. Like, do I have to rebuild it or can they connect it?
That's a good question. Mr. Andy Fanatic. Also, any suggestions for Princess Sam, Red and I? I mean, right now, just keep running it the way you're running. You guys seem. I mean, it's like. I mean, for what I always like what I used to and don't do this because I'm suggesting it. Just suggesting it. What I always loved about like Schmoville and when they used to do the after shows and everything too was when I used to see for me what I used to see for conversations and things that people like. What like if I went to the subreddit or the subreddit, no thank you, the Discord today, and I was like, okay, funniest moments from the show today. Well, I love this. What should the bike be named? That's the kind of stuff that I would want to go to, like based off of each episode and seeing things there. I'm not saying you have to do that. Just saying that that's the type of stuff that I go to. These things like, oh, you know what? I wonder if they're going to be talking about the fact when they were talking about Barnaby. Like, what was Barnaby really? What do you think Barnaby went to jail for? Like those kind of things about relating to the actual show itself. That's the kind of stuff that I would want to see. But that's just me. I'm not telling you guys. You guys started the whole thing. It's your thing to run. That's just my producer hat. Go pal. Does Jorah give you the squick Danny is like 16. That's a good point. It is a good point. A lot of weird shit going on in Westeros, but it is a good point. Is Danny supposed to be 16?
Oh, really?
I don't think she is. Is that true?
Huh.
I don't think that. I think when it started, she was, but I think
Yeah.
by the time I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Larry Kordowitz. I don't doubt Gopal though. Gopal knows everything. I saw the new Jason Statham the other night. It was great. I love those Jason Statham movies. I'm bummed that I missed it that recent one. I never saw a trailer or heard about it all, but I saw it was out. I highly recommend it. I like his movies are fun to watch. I like eating popcorn and watching his movies.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
I liked the Beekeeper.
Beekeeper's great. There was one that came out after that too. Where it was
Working Man, it was okay.
Yeah, I liked Working Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It
liked
did
Working Man.
really well.
Yeah, I
it was
liked
like
Working Man.
top 3 on Prime for a long time.
I dug that movie. It wasn't as good as Beekeeper, but it was I liked it. Yeah. Cassio Beard, loving the show. Much love. There you go. Go pal. Even on TV, Jorah fails the 7+7 rule. What the hell is that?
I don't know what that is.
Know what that is? Wiley OFC. I second the Muppet Show watch. It's great. Luke, maybe we need to do a poll. Do we do the Sydney Sweeney movie? Do we do Look Who's Talking? Do we do Muppets? Let's do those 3. Let's see what we get for Steph. I second the Muppet Show watch. It's great. Sabrina is the next Dolly with everything she is doing. No one tops her. Seeing the Charlie XCX movie today. All right.
Cool.
All right.
I love Sabrina.
Yeah. This one we'll watch together because I didn't see it in the theater. Did you?
Send Help? No,
yeah, that's
not yet.
That's that Sam Raimi one. I didn't see it. So
that one looks really fun. Yeah.
I'll watch that one with you when it comes out.
Okay, cool.
Because I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah.
So Send Help was so much fun. Most laughs I had in a while, says Jay-Z Bravo. So that's one I missed. I missed quite a few in January. So maybe the Jason Statham one. Justin Bishop, what does a day in the life of Kristian and Steph look like? I'm sure the pod isn't the first thing you guys do in the day, right? Great question. Steph, why don't you answer first?
In no particular order. I make breakfast. I do some sort of editing or work or filming, work out, and then like, sometimes run errands and work a little bit more again and then watch TV.
Yeah, so for me, if you look at on a normal day, not today was different. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, but normally I have to push myself because I got to, in order to get everything done in the morning, I got to wake up at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because this morning it was at 6:30 and I have this inner conversation with myself. Like, get up. And I literally said, fuck you. I'm not getting up. And like, it was finally like, I think 6:45. I got up at 6:30. I get up. First thing I do is I make my trade coffee, do the coffee. And then I unload the dishwasher, make sure that they got to do the stuff in the morning that my wife doesn't have to, she does too much stuff during the day. To try to help her out in the morning by doing that. Then take the dog for a walk, help out with the kids getting ready for school, whatever it is. Then I'm usually out the door to take my oldest out the door to middle school, probably around like 8:15 area. Get to the gym, go to the gym. Usually you try to get to the office by like 10:30. Then I'll catch up on emails, upload some stuff, do what I do. 12 o'clock comes, it's the podcast. And then if I'm shooting something with Sam, usually get out of here for after shooting and doing other things from my other channel. Usually get out of here around like 8 o'clock, 8:30, go home, walk the dog, watch a couple things, maybe spend a little time with my little one if she's up, and then right back to it the next day. The weekend is the only day that what you're looking for, like normal people stuff, that happens on the weekend.
Yeah.
Larry Koritz, do you think Wonder Man will be important in the upcoming Avengers stuff? I don't. I think he's too good of an actor for only a limited series. Also, he can fly. I don't. I think that I think they're happy with the success, but I think they were already writing him off, which probably was a mistake. But I think it's
a huge mistake.
Yeah.
I think he's so. Yeah, I agree. He's like such a great actor, and the character is awesome and has depth, and he's not always likable at times. I just really like the character and everything.
Yeah. Not sure what they're going to do. Maybe they maybe back to what Roka said. Maybe, if they split up these movies for the second one, they can bring them back. Gopal, when Cross came out, I thought the most unrealistic thing was that it snowed in DC in the first episode and it was still around the whole season. Oh,
I didn't notice that because I'm not in DC, but Yeah, I was surprised I liked the show, but it is kind of set on. It kind of had like a limited series vibe where it was like
Yeah.
a very specific story they were telling. So I don't know what they're going to do in the second season.
Jay-Z Bravo. Yes, do Look Who's Talking. We definitely can do that one. I don't think it's it's not like a priority though right away because you can do it at any time. I think that the Muppets one is probably the priority because it's just came out. So we'll probably do that one and then maybe the Sydney Sweeney one too because I do want to see that. I could also probably do that with if Steph's not a big because would you prefer not to really do that one?
I don't care.
Okay. Because we could also find someone else to do it too. I don't think Sam's going to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. Because I can't get Winston to do it either because Winston's not a fan of her either. I don't mind. I don't know why you guys don't like her. And I was, you know what? I'll just have to pitch Steph and I'll say,
Please, please. Please.
Fine.
that would work.
Mm.
Okay. Ed, hey gang, just a note for the Disney Plus bundle subs. If you pay that bill with an Amex under Amex offers, you get a $7 a month bundle credit and save $84 a year.
That's cool.
That's good to know. Steph, you're less than 20 away from beating Roka. You're at 76.
All right, guys.
76. Casey Grant, support for Steph. Poll for the next watch along. Yeah, I think Luke is putting it up there. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know where either one of my producers are. Go, pal. Then it snowed here in DC 2 weeks ago, and the road on my neighborhood was still single file. So there you go. So that show's not as unrealistic anymore, is it? Go, pal. Steph needs to see Look Who's Talking. Yeah, I know she does. The first one for sure. Brody Bruce, has Steph seen Lost Boys? Have you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know I have a whole list. I'm sure I asked you that. Michael D, film recommendations. Cold in July, worth a watch. What is that?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, we're running low here. We got 2 left.
Oh wait, look at Michael's photo.
Oh, that's great. Look at it with the eyes. It does look like like it's alive.
It's crazy.
So good. I love that's somebody's. Please leave that. That's so good. That's so good. Go, pal. The rule is the youngest person you should date is half your age plus 7. Okay. Book Danny is like 13 at the start. The whole show covers me for. Oh, I get it. Yeah. It's so funny because like I now when it comes to even people I see on screen, 22 to me, if I see a 22-year-old girl, I'm like, it seems like closer to my daughter's age.
Oh.
It's like gross to me.
I'm so happy you're a normal person, Kristian.
I just couldn't like it. Just 22.
I completely agree. If I see a 22-year-old guy, I'm like, this is a boy.
And you're not even that far off from
no.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're not too far off. Like so.
No, I'm like 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So like 22 to me is like a child. Can't do it. No. Andy's Franksy. Has Steph seen Junior with Arnold? No, she hasn't, but I don't know if that one would pull. I just don't know if it would. GoPal, I think Amex upped the offer to $10 per month.
Okay.
Track stars, who would you like to guest star in the studio? Oh man, I'd love to see. Freaking what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio would be fun.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And how do you not say Julia? She never does comedy anymore. She's doing a lot of these dramas now.
Yeah, but I feel like she's having like a big return. I don't know. Her Golden Globes reception was so
great.
Adorable.
She owned the Golden Globes.
She was so like the mayor.
They were walking up. Every person was walking up to her like paying respects.
Right. I'm like, has she
Tony
really
Soprano.
been that not around?
I don't think she shows up as much because she wasn't doing it because this was the movie this is why I think Critics' Choice because I think she should have been nominated. I think that Critics' Choice should I don't know what they were why didn't they nominate her? They should have. I thought she was good enough, but it's also why Critics' Choice I think is the most legit. They don't go by celebrity status and all that stuff. They go by who they thought was the best.
Right.
But I still think she should have been nominated for that. She was really good. Fly High 8965 canceled my individual accounts and got the Disney bundle with HBO and Hulu. Stayed the same. I think it's linked to your email.
Okay.
All right. Good to know. Andy, Wrath of Man with Statham is underrated. Must see. I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen so
Yeah,
many of his
where
movies.
I feel like that one did just come out. Where did that come out
I don't
on?
know. I've seen so many. I can't remember. Gopal, Gilly, and Gendry actors were both on Skins UK. Oh, okay. Good to know. Jay-Z Bravo. What are some actors you thought would be better stars? For me, it's Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman. So better stars, I mean bigger stars, because better stars is implicates something else, right? Like they can't handle it the right way. But bigger stars, like Dylan O'Brien for sure. And I still think he's still on an up and up.
Yeah.
Ben Foster is somebody for sure. Who's that? Oh my God, the kid from who played Harry in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies?
Oh.
Dane DeHaan. Dane DeHaan is someone I thought was going to be bigger. There were quite a few, but they're still around doing. I mean, Dane DeHaan was just in Oppenheimer, but like but bigger stars. Logan Lerman, I can see that too. Does anybody, Steph, that stands out?
Maybe like I feel like he's still on the up and coming Reggae Jean Page.
Oh, okay. I don't know him. Track stars.
Too, from Bridgerton, and he
Oh,
was
okay. You love that Bridgerton.
yeah.
All right.
But he was also in Dungeons and Dragons. I think no, wait, was he? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Track stars. Also, I wonder what they will do with Catherine O'Hara's character. Yeah, in the studio. I don't know. I know it's a good question.
I know it's horrible.
You're probably going to have to address that she probably passed. I would assume you're not going to recast.
Yeah, I
her.
wonder like if it was depending what the scenario is, like, if there was any discussion there, and it will be like meta or.
Yeah, I think they'll have her. They probably have the character pass, and they're paying respect to her. Gopal, did Julia move to a farm out of town? I mean, I'm happy to say I don't know details about her personal life. Gopal, Dylan O'Brien is in like half of all movies. He's in a lot. He was in a lot this year too. Okay, so Steph, right now 86. You're only 6 away from Roka. 6 from time. So I'll give you a sign off here and see if they can get you past there before. But if not, 86 is a hell of a run. So where can the good kids find you? What's going on the channel?
At Steph Sabra, youtube.com/Steph Sabra. I'm gonna be dropping a video either like today or maybe tomorrow if I don't get it uploaded in time. And then I'm always live Sundays around 5 p.m. PT.
Okay. We do have another one that came in the meantime. Andy's a Franksy. Any news on The Gentleman season 2? Did you watch?
Yes, I love it. I love it. But I haven't heard any news on it other than it was confirmed.
Okay. Well, I mean, there you go. It's confirmed. That's all I've heard too. Gopal throwing in some support.
Thank you.
Butt Smasher 69. That's the best name I think I've ever heard. We don't really have movie stars anymore. We have IP, so it's not a surprise good actors haven't been as big as you would think. People can still be big. Look, you can still be big celebrities. Timothy Chalamet is a mixture of both. Like, I think Millie Bobby Brown is becoming more of a star or a celebrity than she is an actor right now. And that can change. I think Sadie Sink is becoming more of an actor than, it's one of those things, projects that you're doing, certain things. It's why an agent is responsible for doing, okay, you should do this because the public is seeing this. You do it. Look, Zendaya is a perfect example. She'll do a Spider-Man, then she'll do an A24 movie. She'll do this. It's like, that's the difference. So star power does build that way too. But I don't disagree with you that it's not the movie. There are movie stars, but they're not movie stars that sell the business the way that, like we said, we mentioned Julia Roberts. You mentioned Will Smith. Back in the day, Julia Roberts comes out with a new movie. Oh, the new Julia Roberts movie's coming out. Let's go see it. The new Will Smith movie's coming out. Let's see what's it about. I don't know. It's Will Smith. New Tom Cruise movie's coming out. Let's go see it. You don't do that anymore. I've made the speech 1,000 times over, but it's directors and it's IP now. Jay-Z Bravo, support. Thank you. Support from Gopal. So Mr. ND FedEx, support and thanks Harloff. Thank you. Kristian Unpronounced, support.
Thank you.
The Gentleman, also a skins tie with Kaya, says Gopal. There's tie-in with Kaya. Okay, I didn't know that. And then RQMDSMD, support for Steph. Fun show today. Okay, 95, you've beaten Roka.
Okay.
You didn't get to 100.
Right.
But we'll see if Capes and Cows can do it. Steph is
Yep.
in the lead once again. This is so. Even though she was on last week with Rox, she's still solo. Has won 2 in a row. Can she win a third solo with her being back on the Thursday spot? We shall see. 98, excuse me. So there's more that's just come in. So go, pal. Sweeney was talking about Madam Web and got her the Sony contacts to get anyone but you made. Oh, Sweeney was talking about how Madam Web got her the Sony contacts to get anyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, she's someone who knows how to market herself. She knows how to brand herself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Here's a question. Movie guru. Is Steph Asian, Hispanic, Black? Go Seahawks.
That's funny that I look like all of that. I'm Japanese and Western Asian, Middle Eastern, whatever you want to call it these days. Yeah.
There you go. Andy, a Whitney biopic should be next. They did one. They did one They did one 2 years ago.
They did, and it just
they did one.
It's a hard one to do.
Yeah, it came out 2 years ago. It just did not do well. Go Pal, support, and facility guy support. And with that, you are now at 101.
Woo!
Hey, hit 101. Can you take out Chris and Winston? We'll see. They got a shot. If there's any big topics tomorrow, who knows? But Steph in the driver's seat once again. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you to Steph. Thank you to you guys. As I mentioned, from talking to PLD, the unedited watch-alongs of Game of Thrones are up. So we will put the new one of the new episode. I think he's putting up episodes 3, 1, and 2 because we're going to release the edited versions tomorrow. Make sure if you haven't joined Patreon, you should, or remember here today. Join the Clips channel. Please join Discord. Do it today. And maybe they implement some of that stuff that I suggested. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Track stars. If there's someone who can come back from a 20 chat deficit, it's Steph all the time. She's made a career out of it. She does it. She's come back. The only person I've seen do that to like an amazing extent was Mike. When Mike was down, I think it was like he was at 40 and the goal was 151, and then he wound up getting 222. But Steph didn't have to start talking about Penny Barber. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you, appreciate it, and thank you to our wonderful sponsors, everyone else. You guys are the best. Appreciate you, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye.
Did you shit in there?